All right, that's speeding, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're speeding, so let me go ahead and just... Okay, there we go.
Woo! That was a good practice.
I know, it was good practice. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to In the Trenches podcast. My name is James Cortez, and I'm here today with my brother and co-host, Mr. David Aure. We're coming at you from Anaheim. This is a very special park. We're at the Pearson Park. In the back, you can see the Kobe and Gianna mural.
Shout out.
Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
It is the start of the NBA season, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't get a hold of David yesterday because he was just locked into the Lakers game, the first game of the season, right?
We're
How'd they do?
1-0,
1-0?
closer
Okay.
to 82-0.
All eyes on Bronny, right?
Yes, and our other rookie, Westside Connect.
Hey, what's up? Shout out to the Lakers. This is actually a very appropriate part to be filming this particular podcast because I'll get into that. But this is episode 3, so we're still out here. We're in the trenches, continuing to do the thing, and we appreciate you guys joining us, spending your time just learning with us, because that's what this is. We're still learning, even setting this up. Like, our battery may or may not have died, and
we even got new seats, bro.
yeah, we got new seats. Check it out. Woo! These are like really cool pop-ups.
Dude, thank you, Amazon. It arrived day of or night of.
Yeah. And so, because we appreciate you guys kicking with us, we do want to give some shout outs. This is a tradition that we're implementing with every podcast, where we shout out one person on YouTube and one person on Instagram that showed us some love on the podcast. So for starters, I'm going to let David take this one. Shout out someone on YouTube.
Yes.
Who's the lucky person?
The lucky person is Chris.
Woo!
He says,
Chris Manga.
Manga.
Hell yeah.
Chris Manga. He says, keep it going, fellas. Yo, love you, man. Seriously.
Thank you,
He's
brother.
a producer at Live Nation, always keeping us top of mind, giving us cool projects. And
Yeah. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, we will keep it going.
We only just shot his wedding too, so
Oh, yeah.
No, congrats to Chris and Jamie. Love
Where's
you, brother.
the footage, bro? Sheesh,
Yeah,
shout
I
the
want to see
footage.
that. I want to see that music video.
The dance footage. Yeah,
I actually caught a sneak peek of it. It's fire.
Yeah.
And then so I'll go ahead and shout out someone on Instagram.
You have
you can
it,
pull
right.
that up. Who we got? Let's shout out Mr. John Phenom, and he says, dude, this is the best shot. This is an amazing location for a convo, fellas. For real. 100% emoji. Clap emoji. I agree, John. Like that, the beach was fun.
Yeah, love you, John.
Yeah. From the couch to the beach. Episode 2 was, we leveled up a little too hard. We might have peaked, bro. We might have hit our peak too early.
Well, now we brought it to Kobe and Gianna.
Actually, no, this dude.
This is chill.
We're lit. So, with
Now
that
you hear
said,
the car sounds.
I know, dude. This is you heard the ocean. Now you're hearing car ambience because we're out here at the park, and it's gorgeous out here, though. Shout out to David. He's the location specialist at this spot. So, on this episode, we're talking about a very special performance music video, and it is for BGYO. So the boy group from the Philippines, our boys, BGYO. Their single Trash. And so we got the opportunity to film the performance music video, which, at least to me, is a very special project because in addition to my director of photography and colorist duties, this was also my first time co-producing a project with David.
High five to that.
Woo! Let's go.
Let's go.
To more of that, dude.
First of many.
I know, right? But this project, it was very creatively fulfilling, and we had a lot of... and I also want to shout out the crew and the people involved, just because everyone really pulled in their energy to help make this a reality. It was a lot of creative wavelengths on the same wavelength, if that makes sense. And so, yeah, I'm really grateful that we had that opportunity. And so, with that in mind, though, this project was also, as special as it was also incredibly challenging because BGYO are a group from the Philippines. So they're visiting the United States. They don't have, they have a very slim window in which they could do anything at all, like doing creative projects, because they have a schedule. So we were lucky enough to get, I think the number is 5 hours, so 300 minutes to make something dope with this group. And so I think I'm curious because I was part of some of these conversations, but what was going through your mind, David, as the director and the co-producer as well?
For me and you, the BGYO dance performance was to make it look like a dance performance, right? So, planning the scope of the project with BGYO, their management, and Coach Mickey, and you.
Shout out to Coach Mickey too. He got hyped during that performance.
The vision was to make it look like a dance performance. What I mean by that is, no crazy effects. I was afraid that if we added some elements that made it like a music video, it would look like a cheap music video. So keeping it strictly like a dance video, simple, clean, doing set design, and also your camera movement with camera blocking
with the block that
was really important. So we actually captured the performance of their song, and I feel like from the comments that it says on YouTube, I feel like we did,
bro. Can we shout those guys out too?
The Aces, I think they're called the Aces.
I know Beanie's got the.
We got to double check that. I think it is.
Okay, BGYO Aces, the Beanie Blooms.
BGYO.
Thank you all, by the way, for the support on the BGYO performance music video. I know some of you guys gassed up the camera movements. You guys gassed up the entire music video, and that meant a lot. Aces.
Okay, so it is. Yeah. Shout out to the Aces,
baby.
Yeah, for the love. I even saw some reaction and someone crying. Damn,
dude, that girl, that meant a lot. Thank you so much for just giving the music video a watch and engaging with it. It's really gratifying to see people resonating with the performance. Obviously, BGYO crushed it. It's they're incredible, and I think, David, like you said, there is a delineation between music video and the music video performance. So I remember the initial conversations that David and I had, and he was communicating this also through BGYO's performance coach Mickey, that the goal was to create something that was inherently a performance music video. So, and I think we were able to do that.
We definitely, I feel like, gave them an opportunity to get in the moment.
Yeah.
And so back to you regarding the time frame. You had a really cool rig. You want to discuss the rig and the setup time and how you got the rig and all that stuff?
So before I go into the rig, I do want to shout out our ACs, Zachariah Budd, and then G Mendoza. Without them like that, I wouldn't be able to get in and out. Again, like we were saying, we had 5 hours, 300 minutes to put this whole thing together. So they were so clutch in getting me in and out of the rig and helping alleviate, because this is a heavy rig. So it was essentially an Easy Rig 3 carrying the Tilta cage on a RS4. Our camera choice was the Sony FX6. We're Sony boys. And then we were also fortunate enough to be able to use the Zeiss CP Prime set. So we were on,
nice.
I believe it was the 18. I think our widest was 18 or 24 millimeter.
We did. We decided
18?
to go with the widest.
Yeah, the widest, and that was David's call as genius, just because now we were able to maximize that space. I think just piggybacking from a lensing perspective, being able to maximize the frame and the location was crucial to just making it feel like not like a music video, but like a performance music video.
Trying to fit 5 amazing dancers on one screen. You got
guys doing kicks and stuff. Nate with his anime protagonist energy. So we just wanted to capture that frame and hold as long as we could. So the Zeiss CP Primes were incredible, and that all amounted to, I think, a 25-pound rig. So it was tough rocking that thing, and you're rocking that 25-pound rig, and also, as much as possible, trying to match the energy and the movements of the group. I mean,
and I want to add too. You were also trying to give me 2 feeds. One feed so I can monitor and direct, we were doing a second feed to our AC to pull focus. So he wasn't wireless, which is crazy.
Oh yeah. Because our wired unit had a little bit of a delay. So Jean, our AC, was AC and cable wrangler. She had to go back to her to her Idaho roots. We love you, Jean. So thank you.
But amazing job, brother. You killed that.
Thanks for the flowers, dude. No, but you as well. And so one thing, just piggybacking, so we're gonna skirt a little bit. One thing that I noticed that all the aces vibed with was the tone, the approach, the creative approach and tone. This one was gritty, dude. Like you listen to the song Trash and you think of the imagery, like they're saying put it in the trash. So this screams LA. So talk to us. Talk to him, bro. Yeah. What was like your, like going in, I know you're talking with BGYO and Coach Mickey, like what was like the approach to saying like this is like the style that we're going with?
How this opportunity even came, they were actually just planning on shooting a dance video randomly in LA, like just a random spot. And I was in that middle of that conversation, so I told Coach Mickey and Joves, I was like, hey, let me take this on for you. Let me show you what Off Films could do, right? So I
love that.
We actually shot at this location prior. Shout out to
Electric Pony Studios.
Electric Pony Studios.
Yeah. What's her name? Do you remember her name?
Here. We gotta give her.
No, she's the sweetest studio owner.
Layla. So Electric Pony Studios. Layla, shout out to her. We've shot in her warehouse before.
We actually shot Akon over there.
Yeah,
that's crazy, dude.
And the last time we went, she wanted to give me a tour.
Yeah.
So I saw that backyard spot.
Oh, that's right.
And when they were talking about shooting at a random place, I was like, bro, this is a perfect spot. I know this spot.
Yeah.
So I reached out to her. She gave us an amazing deal. And then using our resources, I wanted to do some set design, which is just more backlighting them. And then we rented some extra lights from Layla. And then also...
As well as a hazer, right?
Yes, a hazer. Yeah. And then shout out to Priscilla. She was part of the set design too. She donated her plexiglass. So that entrance shot of Mickey just looking down and taking a few steps over for that entrance, that was that plexiglass.
That was a spice. You know, it'd be funny to edit here. There's a funny photo of me just looking up, and I'm like, dude, I don't want. It's like I'm looking up at his ass.
Shout out Mickey.
Yeah, shout out to Mickey, dude. If you guys watch a music video too, I think so. It's appropriate because Mickey was rocking. He's wearing the hell out of a Lakers jersey, so you know we got the Laker connection here. But that was one great location scouting because I feel like that location specifically added so much flavor and texture to the music video. Like it's got that LA feel to it. Yeah. You know, there's graffiti on the wall, which I think is just so perfect for Trash. And when I was reading through the fans' comments, because
Aces,
we were obsessively reading the comments. I think one of the resounding sentiments was that we were able to portray BGYO in that kind of grittier light, in the best way. Like, and I'm super stoked about that because I mean those boys got drip. They got so much drip.
They look good. They look good. You know, Off Films has a certain aesthetic, and obviously that's a California feel. LA look, OC feel, and I'm glad that the Aces and even BGYO's management and team really felt the difference of how we wanted to portray them.
Yeah.
Obviously it's BGYO, right?
Right.
And I think we just gave them a little of, we added to that drip. We made them look G'd up, right?
Yeah. Dude, I mean, you see Mickey, dude, bro is in the Lakers jersey and he's like, they're dialed in. And of course, you know, you got to give credit to the boys. Like their performance is incredible. And they're, again, David said we had like maybe 7 takes. Well, in blocking, it was like what?
Five takes of blocking.
Yeah.
But 2 takes of actually shooting. And every time they're locked in, like they have that choreo down to, you know, a T, which, you know, that's their job. Like that, they're them. But, you know, to see them be able to just dial it in and pick it up when we have to stop, like it really is impressive watching them do what they do. So kudos to BGYO. They're incredibly talented dudes. If you want to discuss the blocking, what you were thinking, you only had 5 times with them. What was your experience, you know, while even trying to set up the camera?
The story behind the blocking, and I like to say it actually starts back when we filmed ASAP Natin, the variety show, because David and I actually got a sneak peek of BGYO rehearsing the Trash choreo in the green room, and they were actually
we'll show the video right here.
Yeah, we'll put it right here. And they were actually rehearsing it for a TikTok with Phil Tayeg, which is
Phil,
homie. Yeah, Swag Pit. And this is the Phil from the Jabberwockies, by the way. It's not just any Phil. This is Jabberwockies Phil.
Well, now choreographer for Bruno Mars.
Sheesh. Bro is just killing it. So shout out to Swag Pit. But we got the chance to check it out. And so I think going from the green room to Electric Pony and actually film it was actually a really full circle moment for all of us, you know, but especially for us because we were back there, we were sniping them. We're like, yeah, what's this choreo? But I think for me, it was a collaborative effort because David was in my ear and he was helping me count off the phases of the song. So I think this just kind of echoing back to episode 1 where we talked about our music background. This like shooting a performance music video, it did really help to kind of fall back on our music skills. Obviously, I used to DJ, so I think it was kind of natural listening to the beats of the song, knowing that we were going to transition into a different phase, whether it's pre-chorus or chorus. And I think one of the moments where I feel like because you're kind of just going off of your gut instinct, you have five blocking takes and then 2 takes to just nail it. At that point, you're just like, okay, if this feels good, it feels good. During the choreo, each member has their own hero moment, if you will. For instance, Jello kind of comes out of the shadows, and then he's also the one that says, "I'm ready for you." And so they kind of gang up around him, like as he's like prepping. You really feel the energy mounting up. There's also another moment that we have to be conscientious of from a blocking perspective because Nate comes out and he kind of sneaks out from around them and then hits you with that karate kick. I mean,
which
I know
I'll put it right here.
Yeah, everyone loves that kick because Nate's that guy, dude. He's the anime protagonist.
Shout out to the other manager, Naomi, because while we were shooting that portion, she went up to me. She's like, "Hey, in the edit, can we make sure we heighten that shot, the leg kick?"
The tracking on the foot was sick. When he showed me the edit for the first time, because this was edited by David, by the way. This guy's the editing his workflow's fast. But when he showed it to me, I'm like, dude, that track on the foot was so clean. Because it just adds that spice. It just enhances like what's already a cool move.
Yeah, so, shout out Naomi.
So yeah, anyways, just to take it home, the blocking was, I think because we had the chance to kind of preview it, and you and I listened to the song relentlessly, and we listened to the song like 1,000 times at least before the shoot. I think
that saved us, listening and knowing the record.
Yeah, and I think, you know, again, we're still learning, and at least for me, I think some advice that I was given by my homie Josh is just shout out to Josh Park, listen to the record 1,000 times, and I think that was very instrumental in just dialing in to the choreo. So, you know, we had 5 hours, but we made it work.
Yeah.
So I want to highlight the boys themselves. BGYO are just super dope dudes. They're really down to earth and meet them, but they're incredibly talented, and they like the energy that they pour into their performances. Like you feel it. Like I see Akira, he's just cheesing the whole time because he's having a great time doing it. And David got to work with them. So you got to work with them in Canada, right?
Yes.
So what was your perspective? Because you're directing the dudes, and like they look up to David. They're like, "Oi, Kuya," or "Tito," or "Kuya."
Yeah, making me feel old.
Yeah,
thanks,
they're
guys.
like, "Oh, Tito David." Yeah. But they have a special connection with you when you guys work with each other. And I got the chance to see it, and it's really special watching David work with BGYO. So yeah, talk to him how like that experience is. Just working with the lads. My
goal at that time was just to make sure each take had the energy, and I knew coming into it would probably be the latter takes. So one thing I did on the last take was, because we were still cleaning up because we were like running out of time. This might be the last time we shoot this, so I asked everyone on set to drop what they were doing and cheer them on. So to keep the energy up was, really focus on them, put all the energy on them, the lights, the crew, and me screaming.
Dude, there's a part, we were dying on editing. I remember we had an editorial night where we're just watching the clips, and then you hear David, I mean, we could even drop the clip here, but he's like, "That's what I'm talking about, baby. Get down on the ground." It was so gas. But it's really, the energy, you could feel it. And it was cool to see even Coach Mickey. He was he was having such a good time as well. Shout out to Coach Mickey. He's such a dope, like dance coordinator. He's their dance instructor, coordinator.
Oh, he's one of them, but I think the main.
He's the guy.
And yeah, he's
Shout out
that
to
guy.
Mickey.
And it hit 20,000 views.
Jeez.
Hey, 20K, 20K.
Go peep that right now. We'll link it.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
So, hold on one sec. So I'm gonna take a pause here. I'm gonna check exposure for us.
Yeah. Run it. I'm gonna keep this in the edit. Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's like so dark. Okay, I just checked the exposure and it looks extra dope because the lights at the Kobe and Gianna mural came on. So now it's Lakers spirit is here with us today. I feel it. So yeah, all in all, I think this was one of the most rewarding yet challenging projects that we've had the chance to work on. And I'm curious about, from like a real just human level, how did you manage like stress levels? Like I know you were feeling stress at some point, like you'll always feel it, but what was it like? What was the pressure like working within the time constraints that we were given?
Well, we had 300 minutes to camera setup, to camera block, and I knew at the time we would only probably have 2 takes to edit. So that was the main pressure that I think overall we felt as a team. Theoretically, I was thinking, okay, the darker it gets, the more it's gonna look more epic, but then that's gonna run. That's when I know it's go time.
Yeah, it's go time because you're fighting not only time constraints but also the sun.
Yes,
we're working with like even now the way we're shooting this, we lost sunlight, so it's exactly like, dude, this is crazy. It's like a parallel of the actual music video that we shot.
This is the BGYO set without
BGYO. We just re-experience it. It's trying to just like fight light or fight sunset, as well as just the time constraints of having the artists and then the location.
Yes, I think the main pressure was really to execute the vision that we had, right, which was blending 2 takes that we're gonna really like, and then we have a creative intro, which we did with the plexiglass.
Yeah, that was hard.
And then something that we wanted to add was a little camera difference, so we had a jib shot. So going from jib and then back to you doing it one more take, which is a very clutch decision. So I'll send it back to you, because one of the things that I was saying is right when we get to the jib, that's going to be the last shot. But you were in my ear and you were saying, if we have time, can we do it one more time?
Oh yeah.
Okay, what, why, and then what were you thinking? But I'm glad he did, because that that last take, I thought the other take was enough, but this one took it to another level. But what were you thinking?
I think in just terms of wanting to just get that, I think we were all really feeling it. And one thing that I was talking about with our AC, Zach, was because he was focus pulling, right? And we're shooting pretty shallow already. I think it was like 2, not even 2.8, it was like 2.4, but I was like, dude, if we could bring this down to 2 or 1.8, just because we had the 3 backlights like really beaming, and I was like, if we could just make this a little more halation-y, a little more shallow, that might be that extra sauce. And I think that's what we accomplished on that very last take. And dude, thank you for affording me the time and patience to grab that last one. Yeah, because I know we're working on tight, and I know David is stressing. He's like, there's so much riding on getting everything done on time, because we also have to strike.
Electric Pony Studios, the thing is we love Layla, but she has strict rules. If we're still in there a minute late, we're paying double overtime. So it's crazy. We got the shot, and I think we had 30 minutes to tear down. It was to the point where the last couple minutes, what I was telling the crew was, hey, just take everything outside the door,
right,
and we could pack it up outside. That's how last minute we were
fighting to the death. And normally we even get a chance to kind of do a stand down and thank the talent, and I think we did. Like David got the chance to kind of just tap in, but as a team, the majority of us were just like scurrying around like madmen and women just to wrap up and just get out of there as quick as possible. So it really was, like we were saying, 300 minutes. It's just to pull on this entire performance music video production. But, we accomplished it, and now it's out there for the world, for everyone to kind of to enjoy and see and resonate with. So
please run it up to 24,000. Kobe behind this.
Yeah, I know. 24,000.
If that inspires you to do anything.
I was like, why that number? But I'm like, oh, duh, yeah, mama mentality. Shout out to Kobe.
Yeah.
So with that said, guys, I think that wraps up this podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. It is kind of funny how like the light went down in the same way that we were fighting like sunset with BGYO. We were kind of fighting sunset.
Well, we were fighting night.
We're fighting nighttime. Even though this time we don't have, I mean, we have practicals, there's stuff, but again, we really thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you get at us on Instagram or YouTube, and we love to engage with you guys and obviously shout you out. We'll shout whoever comments on the next one, but until then, it means a lot that you're willing to take some time out of your day to listen to me and David just nerd out about production. We really love it. And so thank you guys, and we will catch you on the next one. Oh, before you guys dip, make sure to check David and I out on social media. I'm David Aure at J Kraken. Obviously, check us out at Off Films, and then please, if you guys haven't done so yet, get to know BGYO. They're so talented.
Yes, sir.
Get to know them. Check out the Trash performance music video, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace out. That's episode 3, baby.
Cut.
Woo!